Hi everyone. This is Floretta, Flow Revolve Business. I just have my personal story to share with you guys, with those who willing to listen. And it's a learning experience for me. I'm sure it will be a learning experience, or it will be helpful. My learning experience will be helpful for other people. So we all are human beings. We make mistakes in life, and that's part of growth. So as we all know, as my business, I'm establishing my business online, flowrevolve.com, Flow Revolve LLC. But I've been going through some difficulty since I've started that process. So in April, I moved from Massachusetts to Savannah, Georgia. Upon moving, you know how you go and you get, you call the moving companies, you get your estimation and all of that. So that's what I did. I called a moving company, I got my estimation, which was within my budget. Not knowing that when the moving company comes in your house, they come with their own estimation apart from what you have already paid down as a down payment, and you think is your estimation. That is not it. So when the moving company comes to your house, they come with their own estimation, and that's what happened to me. So the budget that I thought I had for me moving, it was over. It was an extra charge plus after the moving company came and estimated everything, because I didn't want to leave my furniture and stuff behind. So, and my budget at the time, it was around $4,000, but when the company came, it went up to $8,000. So because I had already packed all my stuff, and I had told my landlord everything I was leaving, the date, everything. So it's like I couldn't do anything. And I was told by the moving company that you cannot cancel once the movers are already in your house. So there was no way I could cancel. So then we went ahead with the moving company, which had already gone into my budget for what I had, that when I moved, I would have my 2 months budget to pay my rent and my utilities to that. So I had already gone into a like over I basically I was left with way less than what I expected. Moving forward, when I got to Savannah, Georgia, a week within the apartment, I called the leasing company and the leasing office. I told them that, I had this issue with transferring my stuff. I got overcharged with what I expected. So my 2 months rent I had as a backup in order for me to be able to find a job without any rush or something, had already been messed up. So the company, the office, the lady I spoke with, she was not understanding. She was not compassionate. She went right away and she wrote an eviction letter as I was on the phone. And by the end of that month, April, I was already evicted from the apartment. So that was unfortunate for me. And then I decided to drive and look for help. But before I got evicted, the end of the month, I have called everywhere. I've called 211. I've called everywhere. I couldn't get help. I could not get help. So now me and my kids, I end up donating all of my furniture, all of my stuff. I end up donating to charity. Beautiful furniture and stuff. I end up donating to charity. And at this point, I left with just me and my kids' clothing and stuff in the car. So we've been living in our car for the last 4 months now. We drove because we couldn't get help to Georgia. We drove to California. We got some help. California hosted us in a hotel for a month, and after that they said they couldn't do it. They couldn't host us. They gave $870 to get a bedroom, at least a bedroom to share with a roommate. But because of the high cost living in California, it was so difficult to get a room to share. So we just couldn't find it. So then I ended up moving from state to state, looking for help, seeking help. Even you go to shelter, they refer you. As soon as you get there, they refer you to shelter. They don't even want to listen if you have a kid, if you have kids or not. They don't want to listen to that. They won't even listen to you. I don't know how America is charitable, how America helps other people, because if a single mom walk into a so-called charity asking for help and she cannot get her help, and I don't understand what charity, like, I don't understand. They ask you to they ask you to put you on the wait list, and if I tell you I've been on that wait list for the past 4 months, nobody has ever called me to say, oh yeah, we have space for you and your kids or something. Nothing. Okay, I'm just saying this. I'm not saying it to complain. I'm just saying it to share my story with others, that life happens, and sometimes it happens unexpectedly. It happens so fast. So don't make the same mistake I made. I know it was not like a mistake that I was delinquent or didn't want it to do. No, it was just that it just happened. I had budget, I had plans, but it just didn't work up. It just happened the way it did. So yeah, so now I understand. I have my kids in the car, school's opening. It's very stressful and stuff like that. So now my ex requested full custody for my kids, even though I know I'm not no delinquent parent or lazy somebody that would not take care of the kids. I put my kids first. I put myself first. I put my life first. I'm a person who always worked. I'm a registered nurse. I always worked for what I got. I always work for my own stuff. I never depend on nobody, government, nothing. So I'm just saying this just to share my story. Maybe it will be a help to other people. Hopefully it helps. Yeah, I mean, ever since then, I just been from state to state looking for help, trying to get help from Savannah, Georgia, to Atlanta, Georgia, to California, to Nevada, to Arizona. Now I'm in Colorado, just looking for help, but I can get it. So at the same time, I'm looking for a job, okay? Because I have to transfer my license to I have to settle. The thing is, I have to settle first before I can be able to transfer my license to a state. So that's another thing. So I'm looking to just do any kind of job right now, to do anything right now to get me to be able to get my license, or to start working again and move forward with my business and everything else. But I'm just saying this to just share my story, to encourage other people to, be mindful and know that the system is not, sometimes the system is not what we think it is. Sometimes the system is not helpful. It's very discriminatory. It's very discriminatory. It doesn't help who you think is going to help. I think sometimes the system help those who they think they need to help, and not who needs the help, the actual help. Because as for me, it's like I'm just transitioning from one career to the next. So it's not like I'm just sitting down or sitting home, don't want to do anything and seeking for help. No, it's just a transition. I could just be I could just get help for maybe probably 6 months until my business can pick up, and then I just transition and move. So the government should know who to help. Okay, like who to help people who needs help. Don't help people who just want to sit and don't work, or who has not contributed to working and get all they need. And when you have worked in this country, pay your taxes, and you cannot get justice for what you have done to serve the country, like you can't get justice for it. Like it's so disheartening. I'm so frustrated. My heart is broken. I'm ashamed of America. It's sad. It's so sad. It's sad. Like, it should not be that way. Especially I'm walking around with my children asking for help, and I cannot get the help I need from the country I've served as a nurse. I've worked. It just happened. So I think that when I needed the help, I should be able to get the help. But I did not. I did not get the help. Even the help I got, it was a minimum. It was nothing to even house me and my children, okay? So I would really appreciate people if they share this video and just let the word go out there, so the government can be able to go back and revise a plan to help people who needs help, especially for a short term, not a long term, just so they can transition from what they're doing into something else. Just that help, especially when they got kids, especially it's a female and 2 children. Like it's we need help. It's sad. We need that help. The government need to do something. So help me share this video, and I hope it helps other people. It helps other people who's trying to do their business, who trying to better their lives from one point to the next. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.